What is going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. Today we are back on Chaos Nightmare, and today we talk about Renoa. Yes, Renoa is one of the most misunderstood single-target nuker in Chaos Zero Nightmare. People see Dirge Bullet and think that she's a slow setup character. Wood can be it's wrong. She is really powerful. When built correctly, she produces some of the highest damage single target bursts in the entire game, especially if you pair it with the right teammates. And she is able to delete bosses in one single last turn from 100% HP to 0. She is that good. So today we are breaking down everything you need to know for an optimal Renoa clear. Her epiphanies, her best memory set, her best equipment, her best partner, her best stats to actually achieve potentials, and which build path actually deals the most damage. So without further ado, let's dive in. So first, here we have Renoa. Renoa is built entirely around, well, her Dirge Bullet. What is her Dirge Bullet? Well, it is her signature little move here. Like, she creates Dirge Bullet. So when you are playing them, those ones are going to be dealing more damage, 242% damage here. But when it is moved to the discard pile, so if you end the turn and you have the Dirge Bullet in your hand, they're going to do 124% as an extra attack. So and this counts as extra attack. It's written right there. So if you have a lot of those one and you just skip your turn, or you manipulate your deck in order to actually discard all of them, you can do it with this card, and you can actually do it with some Neos card as well, with the right Epiphanies. And or, well, if you have a lot of Dirge Bullet in her deck, well, you will be able to discard every single one of them, and it will all trigger as extra attack, which is really nice. So here, the basics here. We have Renoa. She have 3 basic attack, like every single unit in the entire game. So we have the Annihilation Shot, 2 copy of this, easy, and a Black Veil. Black Veil is probably going to be the one that you are going to remove first, because it doesn't really matter. The 120 shield is not really optimal, and you will probably want more damage outcome, especially if you are going to play Renoa as a main DPS. You have the Echo of Sorrow, the Instant Judgment, Ballad of the Pitch Black, Flower of the Devoured Fate, and Last Ditch Assault. Every single one of these cards are really nice. This one, Echo of Sorrow, deals damage, create 1 Dirge Bullet. This is the normal Epiphany, the normal setup here. Instant Judgment is going to deal massive amount of damage, and if you have a Dirge Bullet in hand, it's going to discard 1, and it's going to add 100% more damage to this card. Ballad of Pitch Black, well, it's going to deal kind of decent damage, and for each and every single Dirge Bullet in hand, well, you're going to increase those damage. Flower of the Devoured Fate, well, this is one of the most useful card of Renoa. Why? Because, well, you can discard cards from your hand and create Dirge Bullet for each one discarded, and you can also discard your own Dirge Bullet in order to create new ones, and when the Dirge Bullet is discarded, well, you trigger extra attack. This is the same with her ultimate move, Last Ditch Assault. Well, it is going to do massive amount of damage and discard all Dirge Bullet in the end, and for each one of them in your hand, you are going to increase your damage even more with the Last Ditch Bullet. So this is the basic kind of play of Renoa here. So nothing really difficult, but if you want to actually see what card does what are all our epiphanies without if you don't have her, or without opening your game, well, you can just go to the website. the Getcha Union Hub, where these I have a bunch of units here, so all the available units are there. I have not completed every single one of the memory from all the tabs, but for certain one of them I have finished him, and Renoa is one of them. So if I go to infographic cards, well, it is going to show you all her cards, what they does. This is the basic card and what the Epiphany does here. So there's a bunch of Epiphanies, like a general here, really general. You have the potential, what you really want to upgrade first. You have the memory fragment, what you should actually like set up, what is the best set for her. You have like I'm offering you 3 options that works really well for the extra attack damage, extra attack build here. So you have the Offering of the Void, Conqueror aspect, and stuff like that. I'm just reviewing this kind of fast because this is all available on my website. So if you're wondering who the fuck I play with the character, well, it is right there, available for every single one of you, just here. So I have a bunch of info here, and this is like a build for the extra attack build, and yeah, how I play her with this. But we are not here all for that, so we are going to just put that aside. So yeah, Renoa's playstyle is a cycle. Okay, as you maybe understand it a little bit while I was talking. You will want to generate Dirge Bullet, then slowly fill the deck, prepare your payoff because, well, she's going to do it. Then you use Blackthorn. Blackthorn is her little ultimate move, her ego skills, that moves all Dirge Bullet from the draw pile and graveyard into the end. So yeah, the main combo would be create a full hand of Dirge Bullet with flowers, discard every single one with that last ditch bullet, then do your ego skill. It's bring all your Dirge Bullet back in your hand, and you're not having any more AP. Skip turn, and it's going to discard all the Dirge Bullet again and dealing extra attack on every single one of them and increasing your damage outcome, which is going to be really powerful. Partner, what do I use for her is going to be Karoti. I don't have more really good partner for her, but her best in slot is going to be probably like the partner like made for her, which is going to be Kiara. I'm going to go on the agent collection here. Partner is going to be where she is, Kiara. Why? Because if there is 10 or more cards in the graveyard, the assigned combatant gain an attack boost, and this is the multiplicative portion of it. And when a card is discarded for the first time by the assigned combatant, plus 25% damage amount to attack cards for 1 turn. So it is a lot, and her ego skill actually does massive amount of damage if you have a lot of cards in your graveyard. So this can be really useful. So Kiara is really good for Renoa. But I only have Karoti. I'm using Karoti. Why? Because at the start of the turn, the damage of one of my cards is increased by 10%. This is the multiplicative portion of it, and we have a double multiplicative portion when the combatant generates a card for the first time. So when I'm generating like a Dirge Bullet here, their attack cards increase by 10% even more. And for 1 turn is her ego skill. For 1 turn, increase the damage of cards generated by the assigned combatant abilities by 20%. So pretty good. You can also go for the Akkad. Akkad is another 4-star partner. The damage of the combatant bullet, so this is the Dirge Bullet, it counts as it, so increased by 10%. Really good. When the combatant lands their first critical hit, well, the bullet card damage increased by 12% as well. And if you want to actually kind of like always counter crit, you can go. You can try to go Renoa 75% crit chance and activate her ego skills, and all of her attack are going to crit. So this is really good as well. Akad is really good, and we have obviously Yuri. Yuri is going to be good like on kind of every single character in the game, not because of her like effect here, but because of her drone deployment, her ego skills. It costs 3 ego points, but it allows you to draw 2. And drawing in this game is really huge. But since Renoa is an hunter, she's going to be having this this effect. So the assigned combatant attack card attack is increased by 8% at level 1. It is going to be even further. It's going to go up to 16, and this too upon the first shuffle. The assigned combatant damage deal is increased by 8%, go up to 16% as well. So she is kind of really powerful, especially for a 3-star partner. So this is it for the partner part of this video. Well, now let's go through the Epiphany choice. What card do you want to Epiphany? What Epiphany are you looking for? Well, our best girl Renoa here. It is going to be kind of simple, and I'm going to explain every single thing here. So go to card. So the first card that you are going to be able to epiphanize, it's going to be the Echo of Sorrow. Echo of Sorrow, well, you have 5 different options. I won't count the divine portion of it, because the divine are really RNG, and you don't know which one you are going to get, and if you are going to get one for your run. So I'm going to only apply the normal epiphanies for those kind of videos, because it's more consistent and you know what you aim for. So there's going to be the scenario where I'm using the Echo of Sorrow upgrade version. It have the initiation tag on it, so you start the combat, like start the battle with that in your hand, and it's creating 1 dirge bullet for this turn, but every single turn after that is create 1 dirge bullet. So this is going to be, well, the way to actually play her. And then you're going to go for the instant judgment. The instant judgment, I am playing her again with the upgrade version. At the end of the turn, 200% extra attack to the lowest enemy HP. Really straightforward here. I'm doing it for the upgrade, so these cards are just disappearing from my deck afterwards, and I don't have to actually like mess with that. Ballad of the Pitch Black. Ballad of the Pitch Black is a really powerful card, and one of actually her best upgrade here is going to be the last one, the first one actually. So it's going to increase your damage for 30% off the brace here, and is going to increase the damage amount for each dirge bullet in end by 30%, which is really powerful. Then we are going to go for the Flower of Devoured Fate, one of her best card to actually go for. So I am going to actually, for the for the thing that you're farming, like dimensional twilight or stuff like that, or just farming for material, this one can be really useful, because, well, it has exhaust on it. Take note of that, the exhaust. So you only going to play that once. That's it. But it allow you to discard all other combatant card from your hand and create 2 dirge bullet for each one of them. So this one is really cool. And we have the like kind of normal route where you want to go for the first Epiphany here. You discard up to 3 cards from your hand. It does not have the exhaust, so you're going to be able to actually redraw this card afterwards, and it's great. It can create up to 3 dirge bullet in hand, which is really powerful. So I'm just going to put my gate page here. So yeah, so Epiphany is going to be those ones. If you don't see well, going to be those ones. So Echo of Sorrow upgrade, Instant Judgment upgrade, Ballad of Pitch Black. We have the for 1 turn extra damage here and exhaust here. So this is going to be like for playing Renoa as a sub DPS, only extra attacking. So yeah, this is it. For every single kind of deck for Renoa, you will want to like the copy priority that is right there. So you will want as much as copy of Flower of Devoured Fate. Why? Because you want more and more and more Dirge Bullet. You will want Echo of Sorrow copy, and you will want some either if you don't have the if you're playing with the upgrade one, well, it doesn't stack, so one copy is fine. But if you're going to play for like normal kind of normal route, you're going to go for the Instant Judgment and go the copy priority here, because Instant Judgment has the highest multiplicative like damage here. Honorable mention for the more normal route, as if you want to play Renoa as a main DPS here, so you will want to go for the Echo of Sorrow that creates 3 Dirge Bullet. You will want to go for the Instant Judgment that actually deals massive amount of damage, and if you have 1 Dirge Bullet in hand, it increases the damage by 150%, so a lot of damage. Ballad of Pitch Black, you want to go for this one, as I mentioned, so deal more damage up to 3 times, and it increases the Dirge Bullet damage. Or you can go for this one, but this is for the playstyle that I'm playing with. Creates Dirge Bullet every single time, extra attack as a sub DPS. And you will have the Flower of Devoured Fate with discard up to 3 cards and generate that many Dirge Bullet. Here, some neutral cards. Yes, I do apply some neutral cards that can be really good for Renoa as the Memory Ring Fire, because, well, Renoa don't have AoE damage, so this is going to be one AoE damage that she can have. One forbidden card that can be good with her, because she generate Dirge Bullet. If you're able to actually have this and generate a lot of Dirge Bullet, you're going to do extra damage and draw more cards for the cost of 1, which is really nice. And you have the quick shielding. It deals damage, allows you to draw 1 card. So this is going to be the best card for Renoa. Epiphanies and stuff like that, you have it. Then you are going to go for, let's save data, the potential. Well, you don't actually kind of want to go all of my route that I did, because why this one is upgraded, because I'm playing Renoa a lot, and why not? But usually if I'm more a normal player here, I would not have upgraded this. It costs a lot of resources, and it's not really good because it only upgrades the damage of Annihilation Shot, which is my basic card that I'm going to remove anyway. This one is really good. I will have to go for more critical chance because I only have 55%. I will have to go for the 60 to have an increase of damage, but for Renoa, you can actually upgrade 10-10 for the first note, because the first note is kind of cheap and it allows you to actually deal more damage, especially early on the chaos mode. So for the price, it doesn't cost a lot. I would say go 10 out of 10 here. If you're planning to use a lot of neutral cards like Man Ring Fire and stuff like that, well, this can be a huge upgrade, not necessary though. Here, unique card, you will have to go for 10 out of 10. Why? Because, well, all of our cards are going to be kind of unique. All like Echo of Sorrow, Instant Judgment, Ballad of the Pitch Black, and Last Ditch Assault are considered unique, and most importantly, the Dirge Bullet are considered unique as well. So, in order to increase your damage outcome, you will want to upgrade this 10 out of 10. Critical chance, no brainer. You want that up to the maximum 10% here, and it is really good for that. It helps a lot. Then you have the critical damage. I am not actually upgrading her right now because I'm saving those for Chizuru that is going to be coming out, just to have the first route for Chizuru, and then that's it. But you will want to have the critical damage on her maxed out, and you will want the last nodes because, well, it's a max. Like if you have the 60%, it's 15% more damage on the Dirge Bullet, which is really insane. So this is it for the potential portion of this video. Now let's straight go for the memory fragment. Memory fragment, as I said, there are like 3 different kind of way to actually play Renoa, and it is going to be either the Conqueror's aspect like I'm doing right now, the Offering of the Void, you can go for that as well, and or the 3 double set, which is going to be either the set Scarabs with Executioner's set and the Blackwing, or you can replace the set Scarab for the Cursed Corpse set, because you would have to you will have 10% more damage to a target that is actually Agony. But for that right now, my stats are right that, so I'm going to go for the critical chance on my 4th pieces, because you want critical chance. Those stats are not really good. I need to actually like get one that is better. Here you will want like some void damage, because this is how you want to play her. So void damage, critical chance, and I miss here critical damage and extra attack, unfortunately. And here this is a decent, I would like extra attack here, but this is a decent piece actually. So attack, critical chance, critical damage, really fine. Here critical chance, here this is a bad piece, and this is a kind of bad piece as well. I need to refine all of these, but it costs a lot and it's kind of RNG. But the stat you will want to actually go for, it is going to be for like the left sides here. So the substat is going to be kind always of the same, because, well, it's going to be extra attack most of all, critical chance, critical damage, and attack percentage, or attack flat. Attack flat can be really huge for the most of it. So yeah. And here for the right side, the main stat is going to be your aiming critical chance, void damage percentage, and attack percentage. And the substats are going to be those one, extra damage percentage, because the whole gimmick of Renoa is going to be discarding Dirge Bullet, and by doing so, doing extra attack that deals kind of decent damage actually. So this is going to be the memory fragment. Here the manifest ego, well, I don't have a copy for her, but I would say that E2 for Renoa is pretty good. For every 4 Dirge Bullet created, you create a Dirge Bullet Finale card, which actually deals 2 extra attack to an enemy when discarded, which is already fine. It is like it count as like 2 Dirge Bullet in hand when discarded, so this is really good. For the rest, like for survivability, I would say like E4 is really good, because whenever you actually Dirge Bullet is discarded, you gain Rose Resolve, and it actually increases her damage. So this is really good. But E6 is where she is going to be really shining a little bit more, but goddamn, you will have to draw your own Dirge Bullet, and it's going to deal additional damage each time you draw your Dirge Bullet. But E6 really good. But if you want to go for something with Renoa, I would suggest E2. E2 is where you can get yourself a little extra Dirge Bullet, so extra damage for your team. And then this is my AoE build for my Renoa, just showing you a little build that I did. So I have 3 Memory Ring Fire with I'm starting with the mark. Apply mark to all enemies, then I'm going to go for Murdering Fire, this one and this one. But so the next turn I'm going to have a lot of AP, and with that I have this one, so attack card with 0 cost, which is Murdering Fire, deal more damage. I have this as well, and next turn I can actually like start to spawn bullet with the flowers and echoes, discard them, and with the Ballad of the Pitch Black here I can deal damage, and for every single one that are in my graveyard I'm going to actually exhaust them. This is my farming set. Farming set. I'm going to exhaust them, so it's increasing her damage by a lot, and applies vulnerable. This one, I picked this one actually because I'm playing her with Lucas, and Lucas with her RPG, when a bullet card is exhausted, well, it can be on my graveyard. Bullet cards are going to be exhausted, so if I'm going to exhaust a bunch of Dirge Bullet from my deck with Renoa, especially if I have like where is I have one like, with 2, and do I have one with 3? Yeah, if I'm playing a deck with this, well, if I'm like this exhausting like 6 Dirge Bullet from my graveyard, Lucas is going to trigger his RPG for every single one of them, so it's going to be 150 fixed damage to every single one enemy, so 6 times for every single Dirge Bullet, which is a really insane amount of AoE damage there. So I'm going to show you now the team synergy that I am like playing her with. I didn't actually go for Lucas for this guide, but I will consider putting him up there because he brings a lot for this team. So I have Veronica Ray. Why? Because, well, Veronica serves as a low AP hybrid DPS. She allows you to draw cards that you want to have for Renoa. You want to draw some little cards in order to actually play your Dirge Bullet and stuff like that. And Ray is kind of a no-brainer for Renoa, since she have an upgrade card that actually increase their damage of your 1 and 0 cost card, and Renoa have all of her cards being a 1 cost AP. So this is really nice. Nia is really good, as I said on the early of the video. Oh, where is it? Early of the video, because she allows you to actually draw, and with her ultimate and one of her cards, she can allow you to actually manipulate the deck and discard all of your like cards, and well, it's triggering every single one of Dirge Bullet as an extra attack, which is really insane as well. Mika is, yeah, Mika is is a healer AP engine. You are missing some AP. She is the one to go. She is really fine with her. And Ray, no brainer again. I think Ray is the best. She complement well Renoa for every single situation. Here you have the Magna Ray. Why? Because, well, Magna can apply vulnerable with a lot of scenario, and she applies shield, so you don't take a lot of damage. So Ray can kind of solo heal here, and Ray buffer, Magna debuff the enemy by applying vulnerable. Counterattacks helps you with some sub DPS as well. So these things are really good, and well, Lucas can actually be really good for Renoa as well, because of his RPG, that when a card is bullet is exhausted, well, it does fixed damage. Bunch of you asked to actually show my stats with my Renoa, so there you have it, guys. I am only having this. Unfortunately, my deck is my memory fragment are kind of sucks, but she's doing pretty decent damage, as you may see from my shorts and stuff like that. She's okay. She is kind of she's level 60. I have decent attack, not a lot, but I'm kind of close of the 60%. This is what I'm aiming for here. So this is my stat for my Renoa. So with that said, Renoa is one of the strongest, I think for me, for a lot of people actually, is one of the strongest single target DPS unit in the entire game when built correctly. Her damage ceiling is insanely high, and her extra attack damage chains erases, like destroys bosses. And her synergy with economy tool like Dimensional Cube can be really good. Yes, I didn't mention it, but Dimensional Cube is actually, I didn't go for the items. I didn't go for the items. Oh, I will go for the items, guys. Guys, it's time for the item. So item for every single one of the planet. The Dimensional Cube, when discarding a card, plus 10% damage for 1 turn, it can, every single cards you discard is going to apply the 10%, which is really nice. I didn't put it everywhere because I wanted to have some diversity on the build, but this is really huge. Yeah, especially played with Nia. So the blue pot, this is where you want the item. The Twin Star Shadow, this is the item you kind of want to focus. Seed of Mist, this is the one. Swamp of Judgment, this is the one. Foretold Ruins, this is it. And best overall, I would say, is going to be this one on the Swamp of Judgment. So the second method is a no-brainer. Extra attack damage increase, critical chance, no-brainer here, and 12 attack that applies after every single buffs. So this is really good as well. So this was the quick item review. So yeah, she does require setup, she does need specific epiphanies, and she does get way better with certain gear, but once you have everything's aligned, she absolutely melts chaos bots. She absolutely melts every single content in the game. If you want burst, if you want stuff like that, Renoa is here for you. And that's your complete guide, or your complete Renoa guide. Yep, this is it. If you want to build and this is your complete Renoa guide, guys. So if this video helped you, if you like the video, man, you already know what to do. Like the video right now. Not only for me, but for Renoa as well. Subscribe for more Chaos Zero Nightmare content. And I am going to make other, every single character guide like this, especially if you like this type of videos. And as for me, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.